Hello everyone, this is Anne, and I'm here to talk to you about the second project in the Wooly Wonka Fibers Knitter's Journey Club for 2020. The accessory club is going to consist of this great sampler style cowl. The pattern name is Heart Warmer, and you can find that on Ravelry. The pattern does not come with the kit. You will be receiving your yarn shortly, if you have not already. They are being dyed and getting ready to get sent out in the post this week, which is the final week of March 2020. So I wanted to film a brief introductory video to talk to you a little bit about this pattern. This is a fingering yarn cowl that features a number of different stitch patterns throughout. It's worked in the round, and it can be knit with one skein of my Ayrton sock, which is the merino cashmere nylon blend included in your kit. So let me show you the sample that I've knit using that particular yarn. This is the colorway turquoise. You can choose any color from my colorways page to have me dye your skein up in. I just chose this one because it goes with a lot of things I already own. So this introductory video is just going to talk to you at a very kind of high level overview about the different stitch patterns, and then I will be releasing a series of technique driven videos that will talk about working each of the different stitch patterns that you see throughout, including your ribbing. There's also a couple of techniques in terms of the cast on and the bind off that I will be covering in the technique videos as well. So this is a great way to build some skills in different types of textured knitting patterns, from lace to this type of combined slip stitch and knit and purl pattern. More knit purl patterns here, bobbles, which are really fun to do, and if you like the look of the traditional Aran sweaters, bobbles are featured in those, so we will talk about working those. Some more knit and purl and lace and cables. This is actually the top edge for this pattern, so you'll be starting here and working this way. The nice thing about this is each of the sections is enough repetition that you can get comfortable with the pattern, but not so much that you will get burned out. It's sort of a sweet spot of just the right amount of technical things to learn in each section, and hopefully you guys will really find this a great way to do some skill enhancing. So the first video that I'm going to film with the techniques is going to talk about casting on choices and your ribbing. And as well, we're also going to look at working this pretty little cable and this heart-shaped motif. The next video that I'm going to do after that will talk about this stitch pattern as well as the bobbles. This is a very simple knit purl stitch pattern with some garter stitch rounds in between. We'll also talk briefly about this stitch pattern, also a very simple knit purl pattern. This pattern is probably the most technically challenging of the group, and it's not hard. It's just remembering to make these slip stitch loops. The pattern is very well written, and it walks you through and explains how to do that, but I thought it would also be good for me to put that on the needles and show you all how I worked mine, so that if you do have any questions, you should be able to see those carried over stitches a little bit more easily in a technical video. And then we've got this final eyelet cluster and the final set of ribbing, as well as the bind off at the very end. So like I said, your yarn is being dyed currently. Everyone should have that no later than the first week of April if you're here in the United States, assuming the post office is still functional. If you are overseas and have any concerns about shipping and would like me to hold off on shipping, please send me a message on Ravelry or email me through the website at woolywonkafiber.com, and I'll be glad to discuss your particular needs directly with you. For right now, I think we're fine here in the United States. I think the Postal Service will continue to be an essential item, so I don't foresee that there will be any problems getting your yarn shipped to you. And then you and I will come back and we'll meet several times during the month of April and into the beginning of May to start working on this fun sampler cowl. So I hope you're going to enjoy this project with us. It's a great single skein project. If you haven't already, go ahead and pop over to Letty's Knits account or search for Heart Warmer Cowl on Ravelry and pick yourself up a copy of the pattern so you can look and see if you've got the correct needles and if you'll be ready to go when your yarn arrives. So I'm really looking forward to taking this portion of the journey with you all. As always, if you have any questions once we get started, please feel free to either ask in the Ravelry group forum post about this project, or you can always message me on Ravelry or contact me through the website at woolywonkafiber.com. Looking forward to our journey for this second step. Take care, y'all.